These two guys were the spies that Joshua was getting ready to take over the land. Aren't they cool? Going on. They are cool spies. And so Joshua had to have a strategy, and he had to have a plan, because he was getting ready through the strength of God knock down the walls of Jericho. So he sent these two guys. What's your name?
Bobby.
Bobby? Billy. Bobby and Billy. Billy Bob. Billy and Bob. He sent Billy and Bob in to spy out the land so that they could come up with a plan and a strategy so that they could go in and take over the city and win the city. Okay? But they needed some things. They had to have some binoculars, and they had to have a plan and a map, and they had to have a disguise. And so Joshua gave them instructions what to do, and he sends in two spies to develop a strategy so that the walls of Jericho could come down.
Got you right here, man. Billy, where you at, dude? Yeah! Oh, no, dude. I have no idea. You're trying to be sneaky. Roger out. Hey, did you get the plan? Dude, I got the plans right here, I think. Where are you? Paper, but I think for the plan. Well, where are you, Billy? I don't know. Where are you? Billy! You have to stop screaming. I can't hear you on this end. Where you at, dude? I'm gonna lock you. I'm right here. All right. You gotta be sneaky. You got to have something to hot. Yeah, you got it. Okay, you got it.
Oh, no way.
Okay, so they get there, and they're spying out the land, but the king of Jericho finds out that they're there. And so the king of Jericho knows, if I let these spies stay here, they're going to take over my country. So I got to send some armed guards and some soldiers out to get rid of the spies.
Can't see anything, man. Hold on, something's walking on you. Hold on. What is it? I don't know, something's moving. You know, there was about 20 bears, right? Ran, knocked him in the head. Oh my goodness, they were scared of him. True story. They were scared of him. There was these wolves, and they were like, oh, I'm like, run, 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 run. You're not running. Guess what? I just ran. We weren't scared at all. Everything else was screaming, and we fought off about 50, 100,000 soldiers. They didn't know what hit them. Oh, you snap. Yeah, we do. Come on.
So this lady named Rahab, who wasn't very popular, she didn't have very many friends, she was kind of considered the low man on the totem pole, so to speak. She sees the two spies, and even though she's from another country and that country serves other gods, she had heard about some awesome things that was going on with these guys' God, whose name was Yahweh. Everybody say Yahweh.
Yahweh.
Okay? That's his personal name, Yahweh. Okay? And so she invites them into their house so that they can hide, so that they don't get killed, so that they can have water, because now they're thirsty from fighting fighting, they're thirsty from running, and they're hungry, and so she invites them in, but then all of a sudden the king sends the guards out looking for them. And so the king says, go find the spies, because if they stay here, I have heard the things that's happening too, and so we got to get these spies out of our country. So the king sends the armed guards to come over and start knocking on people, trying to find where these spies have went.
This is not a good idea, Rahab.
Around at all?
You know, I think that they ran out of town. They're not here. They're not here. They ran. They're all the way over there.
All right.
Over there. Okay, thanks.
So Rahab gets rid of the armed guards because something started happening in her heart that she was believing that there really was a God. And so even though everybody else was looking at her like, you're not a superhero, what can you do? When she started believing that there was a God, she started having courage and strength to do things that maybe she would never be able to do. So she goes and she comes over to these spies and she starts asking them questions. And if Tom, if you can put up Joshua 2, verse 9. Just a moment. I want to show you guys some scripture here. Joshua chapter 2, verse 9. Go ahead and come down, but just stay by the ladder. These guys, this chicken is hype. They're going to come down and they're going to talk to Rahab. And it says this in Joshua. Go ahead and pull that ladder down, guys. It says this. She said to the men, she started having this conversation, and she said, I know that the Lord has given this land, and that terror has fallen upon us, and all the inhabitants of the land, and our heart has fainted because of you. In other words, she was saying, I believe in the God that you serve. I believe what has happened is going to happen because of the miracles that already happened. And then she starts naming the miracles. I heard that you guys took 2 kings, and they was like, yeah, we did. And I heard that God opened